Jesus Christ says, you, the Christian, the church, you are the light of the world and the salt of the world. You are the salt and you're the light of the world. And a salt that doesn't make its effect, it is worthless. Keep your sharpness, keep your fire, return to the first love, to the first months of the Christianity, if you have not raised up in church. And if you have raised up in church, ask for God that He reignites the fire, the passion, first. Secondly, a lamp of the light is not put on the floor, not on the wall. It is put in the highest position of a room, and on the top, What does that mean? That it illuminates the entire room, the entire city, What does that mean? Create a social media account. There are too many nonsense, let's say, on social media. People winning thousands or millions a year, with nonsense or half erotic things, When you can do this or whatever, but I don't like this kind of stuff, half erotic shit, But create a social media account as a Christian and talk what you do as a Christian. Talk about the good deeds that you do. That this is an example for other people, for other Christians, and that people see Christians are good people, You cannot say I'm not perfect, but I do this and this and that. The only thing you do never mention is how much money you give to the poor, Like Christ said, when you give to someone poor, your right hand shall not know what the left hand is doing, You never ever mention how much you donate to poor people, Exactly, but the good deeds, mention it. You are an example, and it must be demonstrated to this world, This world just needs hope. This world needs the light, A light is positioned in the top, on the mountain, That it illuminates the entire valley, the entire city, Be the light, Create a social media account, If you don't want to see your photo, you don't have to do your photo, your face, But you know what I mean? Create it. You can also put a different name, If you want to say anonymous, but create a social media account, It is important, That or Facebook or X or whatever, or Instagram, or YouTube, also YouTube. Create and talk about your good deeds, You don't do this to glorify yourself, You do this because Christ said it. Show that the world knows that you belong to God, Very important, You don't show it to prove yourself to, not in this attitude, to show I belong to God, and my God is a good God, and He changed my life. Tell also your testimony, how God changed your life, also very important. Revelation of John, they overcame the Satan by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of the testimony. If we have now hundreds of millions of accounts on social media, this God, the Holy One of Israel, Jesus Christ, He changes your life profoundly from bad to good. People need this. People need to see that the living God can change your life from negative to positive, from bad to good. It gives hope, and it is part of evangelization, yeah? Genau. And search the best, yeah, important message, yeah? Rather than the police station, yeah? Take care with conspiracy theories, yeah? This is something very, very dangerous. I was one of them. This divides the society, yeah? And people get paranoid, yeah? And people hate the state, but the politician, but it creates too much division, and it creates too much, it destroys the society, yeah? And a lot of the things must be that the police had a lot of cameras. If not, they could not solve so fast crime today, yeah? It helps to prevent crime, yeah, and also to reduce crime and to fight criminals faster. Remember this, keep in mind, yeah? Be very, very careful with conspiracy theories, yeah? A lot of people just talk shit, yeah, just to get famous, yeah? Remember this, yeah? Okay, great social media account, yeah? If you don't want to see your face or your full civil name, give her a different name, yeah? Good for the shares of Zuckerberg and whatever. Okay. Congratulations, Elon Musk, the richest man in the world, the first trillionaire. Happy day. Where do your shares rise?